You're a weirdo.
So why I gotta be a weirdo? All right, welcome to another episode of Smack Talk. Leave it on the court. I am your host, Cerebral. With me, I got one of my co-hosts with me, Joe. What's going on, Joe?
What's up, bro? Your beard is weird.
No, so is yours. So is yours. Whatever.
Weird beard.
We got the homeboy D-Mob with us.
What up?
D-Mob, what's good?
Not much, man. Feeling good. How you feeling, Joe?
My mouth hurts, man.
So Joe is a warrior. Joe had his wisdom teeth pulled, and like 2 days ago.
Monday.
And he said he's saving all of his jaw movements for the show. So shout out to Joe for that.
Appreciate it.
Now I think he wanted to save all of his
Man,
jaw
I ain't
movements.
got that much ranting and raving to do because my mouth
Y'all
hurts.
don't want to hear this.
Well, whatever you do got,
But-
you about to get it right now. Go ahead.
I mean, did we have enough chances to win that game without having to come down to the final play? Yeah, of course we did. I mean, most games that come down to a play like that, the team has had sufficient enough chances to get it done.
Yeah.
So I'm not, as much as I want to be a crybaby and say the refs fucked us, you know what I mean?
Right.
You to a certain extent you gotta blame yourself first. Did that play call affect us? Yes, 100%. Because it was yes, it would have. You know what I mean? We would be in the Super Bowl. I mean, it's hard to argue that we wouldn't.
How blatant of a call was it, in your opinion? Because I know how I feel.
I mean, my man's tweeted the next day and said, I did that shit on purpose because I didn't want to give up the touchdown.
Yeah.
You know how blatant it is? Fucking Sean Payton just got off the phone with the NFL fucking 10 minutes after the game.
Couldn't
You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't wait to hear that explanation.
So, like, do I want to be like every other salty Saints fan? Yeah. But I'm a realist. We had plenty enough chances in that game to get it done where it didn't have to come down to that play.
But so I hear what you're saying, and this is and I can't be
Don't get it
hypocritical of you.
twisted. The play still
Stung.
It still stung, and
Yeah.
it still meant us not going to the Super Bowl. But
you know what? I commend you for keeping the stance because this is the same energy you had when the Bears-Eagles game.
Right.
The exact same energy. It's like, does that play with the field goal, does that play suck? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Did you have chances to make sure that it didn't come down to that?
Right.
Absolutely. So
Right.
I commend you for keeping that same energy with
now
us.
was the Rams, was it a hard team to face? Yeah, I mean, they can put up points just as fast as we can,
Right.
if not faster. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, we beat them earlier in the season, and I mean, who doesn't want to see a team go to the Super Bowl? But in the same sense, I feel like the NFL's got a little bit of work to do with that one.
There were bad calls. And did you have anything you want to add in this?
Not really.
Because
I kind of missed the game a little bit, but I saw what happened, and all I couldn't go from
and,
where I saw that play.
Like, at the end of the game, I mean, I think I was napping for work because I had work that night.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there was a few plays where I didn't really see, and that was one of them that I didn't see right away, so I had to go see the replay, and then I seen it, and I'm like, damn, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, oh.
There were bad calls in both the games
And see, I didn't watch a lick of that second one.
that they ruined really good games.
Yeah,
Because without that call, Rams-Saints game, still a great game. Great game. Regardless of who comes out on top, I know you're rooting for the Saints.
And see,
but
like-
as a casual football fan at that point,
And guy I work with, he couldn't wait for the Saints to lose because I was talking so much shit about the Bears. But the shit that I was saying was the real shit. Your offense stinks. You guys really can't fucking put the ball in the end zone. You know what I mean?
especially
So
in that game.
and then so me and him we started talking about the Saints game. I said before we go any further, was that or was that not pass interference? Oh no, that wasn't pass interference. That was clear as day. I said, well, me and you are done because I don't got shit else to say to you. I can't. I'm not gonna talk to a rational motherfucker.
Right, anybody looked at that play.
I said, look, bro, I know you want to be happy that the Saints are out, and that's cool. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
because
right.
I know how much shit I was talking.
Yeah.
But you got to be a realist.
Right.
But he was also Bears Super Bowl. White Sox are going to be good in 2020. He's one of those guys. You know what I mean? So,
lot of coffee.
And he's like over here trying to bug me up, talking shit. I can hear him in the background. I'm real happy the Saints lost. I'm just turning around laughing at this dude like, bro, it's not gonna work with me, bro. You ain't gonna bug me up. I said, but if you want to talk about this, bro, we can. But you can't tell me that wasn't pass interference.
Somebody redid the play on Madden. And it kept like,
right,
it's a pass.
Right, it kept being pass interference.
So, like, yo, and they did it to the T. I'm talking about.
let me tell you something. Madden fuck up a lot.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, bro, the man banged a 57-yarder to win the game.
And so
you know what I'm saying? So, like, you can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
banged a 57-yarder.
As much as the referees, the NFL messed that play up, the Saints held their own to like say, all right, we gotta hold these guys because they don't got. Not saying like
that wasn't their last chance,
back, but it's like we gotta step up, and the defense did what they had to do, but. That 57-yarder by
a 57-yarder, bro. It's not like he banged a 37-yard chip shot.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a fucking long kick to make, dude.
Hey, nah, forget that dude. Matter of fact, man, I had him in my fantasy, man. I dropped him because he was sitting out.
What happened to him after you dropped him?
He got picked up by you, and then he started playing again.
Well, I mean, you can't be mad at him because the owner made a bad decision.
What I'm looking at, like, is he has some fresh legs coming.
Putting up big numbers too.
I mean, yeah, he's old though.
Yeah, but I'm saying he didn't play for up until what, week 7 or something like that. It took him a while to come back.
You both know where I was at this football season. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're right.
But
if we weren't talking about the Saints. Or the Bears, you know, once they started rolling wins off,
Joe wasn't with it.
Fantasy football, you can kick rocks, bro.
Very early in the season, Joe started saying "fuck fantasy."
All I'm saying,
yeah, when Jerick McKinnon got hurt.
As soon as I feel like the reason why he made that 57 is not just because he's a good kicker, but he had fresh legs.
It might be, but you know what? In football,
57 yards and 57 yards.
But in football, like it is the war of attrition. It is about who's healthy at the biggest moments.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're probably right. It does have some aspect of it. Like it probably did play a factor in it, but oh well.
I mean, for us to lose the way we lost last year,
that was, and
then for us to lose the way we lost this year.
This year is, bro. Well, I ask you this: is this year worse than last year?
Oh yeah.
A lot worse.
Yeah, because last year it was in our hands. This year it wasn't. We had no control.
Like you can look like when you can point to a player on the field and that's why you lost. That's one thing. But when the players did everything right and you still lost because of a referee, that's different. That hurts.
Like, yeah, everybody wants home cooking. Everybody wants the home field advantage. That's what we had. There's no reason why that play should have went uncalled. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. But then again, I'm not gonna sit here and harp on it because I know myself and how much I've came along with taking L's in sports. And if this would have happened 10 years ago, I'd still be bitching up a storm.
2 years ago.
No.
North Carolina when they lost.
Motherfucker, you can't.
Wait. But, you about to go off? Go ahead. Go ahead.
The thing about North Carolina, bro, that's my number one though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if I had to pick my teams in order, Carolina would be number one.
Wait a minute. You sent me a long-ass text about the Cubs losing, first off.
When?
When they just lost.
About what?
The whole process, the whole Milwaukee situation. Me and you had a long conversation before we even got to this podcast.
Yeah, I know. What are you saying?
I don't remember, but you was ranting then.
I mean, the Cubs would be my number 2.
All right.
But Carolina, the Tar Heels are number 1.
Fair enough.
So when they lose, but bro, that's a shitty way to lose.
It's a really for North Carolina. You make a game winning shot with like a second left, and then they come back, bang another one.
Yeah. That's it. Game.
You were just celebrating.
Just celebrating.
Hey, oh man, I remember hitting on Justin. And I was like, "Yo, Joe doing nothing. He just turned the game off."
Once he said, "Damn, G, you ain't gonna let me watch this motherfucking post game."
This motherfucker had company in his living room. That motherfucker buzzer beater went in. He turned the TV off and went to bed. Company still in the living room.
Ask yo, Joe, what are you doing? Go to bed.
The fuck up. Y'all ain't gotta go home, but y'all get the fuck up out of here.
And if you don't, I still don't care. Whatever. Don't turn that TV back on, bitch.
If you're ever around around Joe when his favorite team is losing or they losing.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
You don't know what you're gonna get. You're either gonna get, turn off team or everybody get the F out.
Bro,
everybody just
see, and the thing, there was nobody around me when the Saints lost. I kind of just said,
No,
shit.
I'm happy. I
I
wasn't
can't
there.
imagine if you was like.
I didn't text you. I didn't text you on purpose.
I was like, I'm gonna stay away from that, man.
Me and him talking said, he's like, damn, I wonder how Joe feeling. I ain't text him. I gave it a day.
It's rough out here, man.
But granted.
So that was the blatantly egregious, really bad call for the NFL on that day. But it wasn't the only bad calls that officials were making. The other game, and I know you were sleeping because you were at work the next day. Late in the fourth quarter, Chiefs Patriots, there was a roughing the passer call.
All he did was touch his chest.
He literally just smacked him on the chest. Didn't even take him down. Just smacks him on the chest.
He already threw the ball by then.
Yeah, Tom passes like he's in the middle of passing it when he does it. So they call incomplete pass, would have been fourth down. Patriots would have kicked it, and the Chiefs would have had a really good shot at closing out that game.
Yeah,
it might have even been fourth down. Actually,
I think it was.
It was fourth down, and the Chiefs would have had the ball with a little bit over a minute, and a 4-point lead. So roughing the passer gets called. The Patriots score a touchdown, which ultimately the Chiefs ended up going back down the field and kicking the field goal to send it to overtime. But had that roughing the passer call not got made, Chiefs seal that game.
Or even there was a catch, and I still don't get this. I've been asking everybody. I thought if you catch the ball and it touches the grass, to me, it didn't look like he had the ball.
The ruling is that you can't use the ground to secure possession of the ball. And what they're saying is when the ball touched the ground, he had possession and the ball did not move when it touched the ground.
I felt like it touched it a little bit. It just hit the ground. It might have pushed it up as far as
there were a bunch of inches play. The Edelman muffed punt, the muffed punt where you had to watch that bitch from 7 different angles to see that he didn't touch it, and there's still people saying no, he touched it.
I mean, he didn't touch that, but that was one that.
Yeah, see, I can't comment too much on that game because, like I said, I mean, I think I came downstairs to leave for work and it was 28-24 or something like that.
That's right around the time all this fuck shit started happening.
Yeah, see,
literally, all the fuck shit started happening.
I had to go to work and.
It was a really, the fourth quarter shit got wild.
Yeah,
shit got wild, and then the officiating, it had its moments where I was really good, but that roughing the passer call ruined the Kansas City Chiefs chance in the Super Bowl.
Hypothetical. Well, I guess it's kind of like a hypothetical, but more or less like just an observant statement with everything that's going on with the NFL, Kareem Hunt, and the decision-making that they make, along with the NFL referees making bad decisions. I mean, what's the state of the NFL? I mean, like, is it starting to get to that point now where motherfuckers are like, bro, fuck y'all for real?
If somebody made another football league, I would just probably a lot of players say, I'm out of here.
Because, like, personally, we're not very into college football per se. I mean, we kind of pay attention to it. Even in real life, I mean.
We get killed for that, by the way.
I mean,
I don't care, but we get killed.
Y'all can come on and talk college football, just like if you want to hear hockey. Well, come and talk, bro.
Y'all can talk all the college football.
It's just not.
I'll produce you.
It's just not something that we like talking about.
Right.
You know.
But the state of NFL.
Could you see it? Could you see the tide start changing in a sense of?
It's been worse.
I mean, yeah.
It's again, players are starting to take the.
To speak on what you're talking about, before the Kareem Hunt thing came out, this is probably the best year the NFL has had in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, with very low amount of suspensions.
Right.
Not a lot of Josh Gordon shit going around.
The kneeling situation in the NFL hadn't been talked about all season. However you feel about it.
Yeah, but when you have so many closed-minded individuals arguing the wrong point about why they're taking kneels,
right.
I mean, you're eventually going to not want to talk about it.
Right.
Has nothing to do with the military. Has nothing to do with disrespecting any of those individuals.
Mm-hmm.
So when people keep trying to bring that up, it's like, well, I'm not going to keep. I'm not going to talk to somebody who's irrational.
You're not listening.
You know what I'm saying? You're not listening.
Yeah. So but that has something to do with it. The kneeling conversation stopped coming up. Now there's a large group of people, minority groups that are boycotting the NFL this year, and that probably did hurt the NFL. During a sports podcast, it's hard for me to be able to say I'm not watching the NFL.
Right.
But I do understand why those people are boycotting.
You know what's funny?
I feel like we also watch NFL for different reasons.
Definitely.
You know,
I mean,
fantasy
football.
Fantasy's the biggest reason.
Fantasy football, and then you watch the Bears, I watch the Saints, and
right.
They said, I saw the stat. It said the Patriots and Chiefs game was watched. Like it was watched 4 times more than the NBA Finals last year.
NFL is still king.
Yeah,
no matter.
It's just crazy how like you think that people are not watching because it was flag. People are boycotting. People are boycotting because of that flag, and people are boycotting because what you call it.
But
Colin Kaepernick still not being on the team.
I mean, even like
when you don't boycott the numbers, you don't get results.
Like what you call
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
People would boycott just because the players were sitting down, so they were mad, so they stopped watching it. Then people stopped watching it supposedly because the NFL is not doing anything, to help the guys that's sitting down on the flag and stuff. It was like mixed. It's like the same people that are mad at everything are also not watching. So you thought they would have lost.
You got groups
some
on
views.
different sides boycotting for completely different reasons.
Straight up, not watching it or whatever. Yeah. So it's just crazy when I saw that stat that, like I said, the Patriots and Chiefs game was watched 4 times more than the NBA Finals.
I could see.
Makes sense.
Like, even though people have been down on NFL and not with the shits with the NFL lately, it is still the highest producing television thing there is. There's nothing that comes close to it. And the NBA, and I mean, what doesn't help is that everyone's tired of Warriors LeBron in the finals. So those numbers haven't been great either.
And nothing's better than NFL Sunday.
No, it's not.
It's
kicking
not.
it.
It just
You know what I mean?
They think that people thought that they're gonna lose.
Hitting the couch hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if you really want to talk about it, the Super Bowl is damn near a national holiday in this country.
It really is.
Yeah.
People spend money.
2 fucks about it.
Yeah, I got square. I got some squares this year. So
I mean, the commercials are kind of getting repetitive.
I don't care. Yeah, no, I don't.
That used to be fucking. It was like, bro, fuck
Yeah.
the game.
Hey, what's up with
The
the commercials?
commercials used to be fire. The halftime show used to be fire. I don't care about either one now. I hope it's a good game.
Like, if it would have been Chiefs and Rams this year, I would have been.
But
more
see,
excited.
even then, bro, watching
Same.
the Super Bowl it's such a long and drawn out process for the game.
Definitely.
I don't want to sit there for 3.5, 4 hours to watch a game that I could watch in two hours.
I'm a second half kind of guy.
Yeah, same here.
I'm a second half. After the halftime show, I really get into it. You get to a good Super Bowl party where you can like mingle for the first half, bullshit for the halftime, and then the second half, if it's a close game, you dig in.
You probably didn't watch much like the Patriots and Falcons probably, but it got exciting.
No. That I watched that second half.
Well, like how you said, second half.
Yeah.
When Tom Brady started rolling, it's like, oh snap, these guys are really about to blow a freaking 28 to 3 lead.
I was at a party with no intentions on watching any of the game, but then like we heard the TV was up louder. We heard, and this makes 14 unanswered points for the Patriots. So me and my boy, we sit down, we watch the rest of that game, jaw dropped, like what the fuck are we watching?
So I'm like I said, I'd rather had it been Rams and Chiefs this year, just because that Monday night game. What?
He about to slap the shit out of you.
Oh my gosh! Listen, man. I'm just saying, like, listen. Look, this is why. Listen, if the Saints would have made it, I think the Saints would have won completely. That's my
since
bet.
the Bears got knocked out, I was rooting for the
Listen,
Saints.
and then right now the Patriots, I think, are going to beat the Rams.
Well, fuck you.
It's crazy because the point I was gonna make last week, we didn't get to record last week.
He said what, bro? Why are you looking at me like that?
Why you mad?
The point that I was gonna make last week was I want to root for the Chiefs,
Yeah.
and I've been on the Chiefs bandwagon since the beginning of the season.
You have.
But I was not. I was gonna have a hard time picking the Chiefs over the Patriots last week.
How do you bet against Tom Brady?
In this situation,
And then
Still.
in the beginning of the game, they went up 14-0. You didn't think the Chiefs had a chance to come back.
You still can't
if
bet
there is a
against Tom
team
Brady?
that can, though, it would have been the Kansas City Chiefs. So the fact that they came back didn't shock me watching that
Yeah,
game.
but bro, you seen how fast their defensive coordinator got fired?
Yo.
Oh yeah,
There
That
was
has to
no.
happen.
There, I don't feel like. I don't feel like the Chiefs could have beat the Patriots, bro.
You know what would have been exciting, though?
I don't-
Saints and
It was
Patriots would
close
have been
enough.
nice, too.
See, even the Saints would have had a hard enough time.
You think so?
And our defense is a lot better than the Chiefs, but we would have had a hard time. You're playing against Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
You know, somebody pointed out.
Not only are you playing against Tom Brady, you got
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick.
But you got Drew Brees and Sean Payton. That's a good oppo for that.
It is, but it's not that. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Two good quarterbacks. I mean, both still
If
like
Drew
in their
Brees,
prime. And,
I'm still
40.
gonna stand on it. If Drew Brees can get another ring, bro, you gotta put him in that GOAT talk.
He's got the numbers for it.
You have
numbers.
because like everybody else says, well, if you're gonna talk GOAT talk, are we talking championships or are we not talking championships?
Because if we're not, then Drew Brees
Because if
is
we're
already in
not,
that
then Drew
conversation.
Brees is the GOAT. But if we are, how do you miss motherfucker Tom Brady? How the fuck you not? You know what I'm saying?
You think he could go for a game for 50 touchdowns before he leaves?
Who?
Drew Brees.
A season of 50 touchdowns? I don't know, bro.
Two of the best is in there, and one rookie or not rookie.
It's only been done 3 times.
Yeah,
50 TDs is a lot, dude.
it is.
Yeah.
But Peyton Manning did it when he was with the Broncos, didn't he?
He did it. Well, yeah, they had
And
put up all types of historical numbers that year.
So
That was a revenge tour.
and he was like, what?
You gotta think though, bro. Drew Brees didn't even crack 4,000 yards this year. He only threw for like 39.
He was doing what?
80 or
he-
39.
Yeah,
was
the
doing
offenses
that.
are designed for that
So
anymore.
and it
Purposely.
doesn't need to be anymore, and that's why I feel like our offense is so good now is because we don't have to rely on
The
that.
running game.
Him
is
throwing
nice
it
and
50
good.
times.
Yeah.
Exactly
Yeah.
that.
He actually had weapons, a lot more weapons.
Yeah,
The running
but,
game. He's got a
Yeah.
running game.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, you can't count us out for next year. I'm at least confident to say that.
Okay.
I'm at least confident to say we'll hopefully make a run next year. But hey, man, if he only finishes with one, he only finishes with one.
All right.
Still
So
got the one.
All right. I said I had the Patriots. Who y'all got? I know you don't.
I
give
mean,
a damn.
you gotta go with the Patriots.
It's tough. Like Tom Brady is
mean-
already in this situation. Jared Goff has not impressed me. He just hasn't. And Todd Gurley,
CJ
look,
Anderson.
that game, yeah, he
CJ
got that.
Anderson. bro.
that has saved them. CJ Anderson being on that roster has absolutely saved them.
Saved.
But you're not
card.
beating the Patriots if your best player is not at his best.
So, young head coach, first time in the Super Bowl. Older.
Sean McVay is got the mind of a young Bill Belichick. I'm not going to say he's the next Bill Belichick, but he's got the mind of a young Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got nothing to say bad about the Rams at all. I mean, they're a good team. They're a great team. I mean, their
Defense is underwhelming.
defense
In my
needs to
opinion.
get a little better.
What you call it?
Defense needs to get a little better. But I mean, then again, they don't have Robert Woods right now, right? He's hurt. They lost Cooper Kupp. He's hurt. I mean, those injuries don't happen halfway through the season, bro. We might have had got to play a different team in the playoffs because they would have had home field advantage.
Right.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
game would have been in L.A.
Right.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. So we're gonna segue a little bit into the top 5 worst calls in NFL playoff history, and we're not gonna do it in any specific order, but we are gonna talk about the calls. And the first one is we're gonna put up is gonna be the one from last Sunday, Saints Rams.
Yeah.
Blatant.
It's blatant.
That's going-
It's not only blatant, but it's one of those, bro. Are you saying you didn't see it because you were standing right there, or are you just straight up saying, "Fuck it"? I played for the Rams back in the day. I'm gonna let that shit ride.
that kind of missed call is a game. It's going to be a game rule change. Like it's going to change some stuff around.
Like it's legitimately a call that's probably gonna change.
For Sean Payton to come off the phone with the NFL before the press conference, it just shows you right there. Okay, we fucked up.
For the player to say, and if this is before he tweeted it, he even said, like in a post game interview at the locker, he said, "I look back and didn't see no flag." I said, "All right, cool."
Right.
I'm not going
Right.
to say anything.
Right.
Why should you?
I mean, it's like in the NBA. You're following somebody because you don't want them to hit the 3, and then they end up calling and 1 or something. It's like, damn, okay, well that didn't work. But if they don't call it, then it's like, all right, bet.
I take
Right.
it. If you can get away with doing certain stuff in any game, you're going to try it. And if you get caught, you get caught. You knew what you were doing.
Saints fan or not, if you can't admit that that's pass interference, you're a hater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't have I can't have an intelligent conversation with you if you're not willing to admit
Can't
that
at
is
all.
blatant.
Can't
I've seen that play from 15 different angles, 1,000 different times,
you know,
slow motion, real
pass
time, all that
interference.
shit.
Pass
Stevie
interference.
Wonder could see that was pass.
Pass interference.
Fam.
I mean, I don't necessarily know where I would rank that, but that's definitely
It's
That's
worthy
definitely
of a
up
top
there.
5 for
Yep.
sure.
yep.
Next, I want to talk about the Des Bryant catch.
Which
I still don't know if that's a catch.
I think it was a catch,
It was.
bro.
I consider it a catch.
You think it was a catch?
At that
I'll give you
time-
that. I'm
sorry.
not going to argue with you.
A
I'll
top
give you
wide
that.
receiver at that time, it looked
Gets
like
that call.
He gets that call,
Yeah.
and he knows how to handle the ball when he's going down.
That's a catch.
That's a catch. They should have gave it to him.
Plain and simple.
Cowboys. That's one of the D games the Cowboys got screwed out of, and they usually screw
And I'm not
themselves
willing.
out of the games.
And I'm not willing to admit the Cowboys get screwed very often. I agree.
That's what I'm saying. They screw themselves out of games most of the time, but they got screwed out of that.
Next up that I'm going to mention is going to be Music City Miracle. I'm saving what I think is number 1 for last. The Music City Miracle. For those that don't know, damn, I got to set the table right. Give me a second. So basically, what it was a lateral play called where you can blatantly
Titans
see
fighting for their life.
playoff lives, basically. Save
Super
the game.
Bowl, right?
What against the Rams?
That was Super Bowl, wasn't it?
Was it the Super Bowl? No, I don't think it was the
Sure.
Super Bowl. You gonna make me look this up, and I'm not gonna look up the whole thing right now. But it might.
Nah, look it up. What do you want to talk
No,
about?
because it was,
Dion?
Buffalo,
it-
Tennessee. So it couldn't
What
have been the Super
you
Bowl.
want to talk about?
It was what?
It was Buffalo, Tennessee.
Was it?
Yeah. So Buffalo scores, and on the kick, and then on the kickoff, Tennessee starts doing the lateral.
Kevin Dyson, right?
Right. The lateral pass, forward pass, should have been called immediately. Play should have been called dead. Basically, the game would have been over, but it never gets called, and he ends up in end zone. That's how Tennessee wins the game. That would infuriate me.
Yeah.
That's another one of those plays where it's like, I get what happened. It should have been called. So you've got that going for you. The next play, probably not widely known about, but this is 1995 AFC Championship game, Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Indianapolis Colts. Cordell Stewart running his route, inadvertently steps out of bounds, reestablishes himself. Doesn't matter. In the NFL, if you're not forced out of bounds, if you go out of the field of play and come back in, you're automatically an ineligible receiver.
If you go out on your own.
If you go out on your own. If you're forced out, it's different. But if you go out on your own, which Cordell Patterson did, and you come back into the field of play, you're no longer an eligible receiver. That being said, he does that, comes back into the field of play, catches the ball, first down. Doesn't lead to a touchdown, or that play wasn't a touchdown, but he catches the ball, causes a first down. That drive ultimately ends in a touchdown, which ends up costing the Colts the game. So another blown call, and the biggest and probably the most confusing to this day is the Tom Brady tuck rule. Can you explain the tuck rule? Can you explain the tuck rule?
I don't understand. I still don't get it.
Yeah, I don't
Like
even
that.
motherfucking. Dion don't even remember what motherfucking play that was.
It was a snow.
So it was.
Oh, you got it then. You remember?
So the best way that I can
I
explain
guess the concept is understood, but it's hard
it.
to.
If you pump fake, you can't fumble.
I just like your arms going forward, and the guy tackles you. You don't know if he was actually going to let the ball go. It's just I don't get it.
It's
Why?
not-
Like
it's
how
not
do you
even-
make up a rule right there on the spot?
The rule has never changed, and it's never been called the same.
And I don't remember. You don't never see that call as like I never see it as
No,
often.
you stay the fuck away from
The
that shit.
one fucking job I would not want is to
Being
be
a
a
referee?
fucking officiator.
Official in any sport,
Any sport.
because
Can't show your
it's all
face
hate.
anywhere.
High school
It's all
girls
hate.
basketball, straight.
I'm good.
Little league baseball,
I'm good.
straight.
Minor
Men's
league
rec league
baseball.
softball in Joliet, I'm straight.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm not doing it.
I'm good.
Like people,
I'll be a correctional officer.
I'll do it in jail.
Deal with that scrutiny. I deal with getting called a bitch by inmates.
I don't mind being I can't, the general public. Nah, they
Because
too
you get on
wild.
social media getting killed.
Yeah.
Inmates can't tweet.
So
No, they can't.
there's not really. I don't know how many there are out there when it comes to the playoffs. NFL playoff like bad referees, but
enough. There's enough.
There's enough.
Yeah.
But it's just, man.
I mean,
so do you think?
Can
up?
you be mad at human error? Like,
no, see, that's the thing. You can't be mad at human error because it happens.
Right.
But that's why you have 5 or 6 other officials officiating.
All 5 of y'all fucked
All
up?
5 of y'all fucked up?
At times,
All 5 of y'all didn't see this motherfucking pass
At
interference?
times like this, with the way where we're at,
Media,
2019
cameras.
media, there's a camera everywhere you go. Hell, there's a camera in the goal post. I mean, the goal line with the
Which I think is dope.
Which is.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Cameras everywhere. Y'all tell me y'all can't stop the game just to say, all right, let's go back to the cameras and check.
See, the thing is what they can make, what
can they prove?
What rules they can make that you can challenge, because some you just simply can't challenge at all.
That's true.
You know what I mean? That
You can't
play,
challenge penalties.
No, yeah.
I mean, in crunch time, though, how do you not have somebody correcting that?
And
like,
and
hey guys, head referee, yeah, you fucked that up. You and your crew are gonna have to turn that around now.
And it's really easy because if somebody had thrown the flag, if it was the wrong call, if
Right.
somebody thrown the flag,
Right.
they can look at it and say there was no flag on the play.
Right.
And you know that's,
But you can't go back and say, hold on, wait a minute, that was
Right.
blatant.
You know
Right.
what's funny? And that's why I say, like, yeah, the NFL is American sport. People are going to watch it. It's the thing that everybody loves. Nobody said they don't want to watch football. This is why I said the NBA, though, is the better organization out of any other sport.
Oh, it's definitely a better organization.
But, like, they've been putting in rules slowly every time, fixing the game so it's a lot more proper. NFL, it seemed like some of these rules should have been put in a long time ago.
And
it's easy to see. It's legit easy to see.
NFL reacts to the uproar. NBA fixes the problem before it becomes an issue.
Yeah, but they either beat it or they fix it before it gets any escalates. So, it's just
Before it's talked about all week by ESPN
like you have
or us.
legit footage of football going all the way to the 60s, somewhere like that, even whatever. Y'all don't have somebody sitting around, somebody sitting watching some games, saying like, yo, you know what, that right there needs to be changed. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want that job.
Something has to fuck up in the game for them to realize, okay, we gotta do something.
It has to cost the team a trip to the Super Bowl.
You know what I'm saying?
Or something tragic.
Like you said, there's so much stuff that happens throughout these playoffs that it takes the playoffs or something to happen for them to realize.
I mean, there's a part of me that completely wants to say that's bullshit. We should be in the Super Bowl. And there's a part of me that says, look, bro, y'all had more than enough chances.
Yeah.
So
it shouldn't have came down to that.
The problem is that, like I said, those were 2 really good games, and we've spent more time talking about the penalties than the games. Mm-hmm. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You're talking about the shit that really shouldn't be brought about. We shouldn't talk about referees ever in sports. Mm-hmm. But when these things happen, what are we supposed to do?
Right.
That's just the case.
Hey, real quick, I saw this on ESPN. They asked this question. The fact that, off the coin toss on when it's overtime, a person gets the ball. If they drive it all the way down, they hit a touchdown, they win the game. Mm. Should the other team get an opportunity?
No, absolutely not. You have a defense, don't you?
That's true.
I mean, they changed that for a reason. They changed the rule for a reason.
It was field goal. It's like all you had to do was score. Now it's if you score a field goal, the other team does have an opportunity. Mm-hmm. So if your defense just keeps them out of the end zone, you still have a chance. Right. But if your defense can't keep them out of the box, you deserve to lose the game. Okay. I have no problem with that. I
saw that and I was like, that's a good question.
When they changed it to you need a touchdown to win instead of just a field goal, that was cool enough.
I cleaned my hands. I was like, cool, that's perfect.
Right.
The only reason I asked that is because it was like, because you had legit the best quarterback that's in the game sitting on the other side and didn't even get a chance to get the ball in his hand. And
he did.
That, yeah,
he did.
Step up.
The Saints won the coin toss.
No, he's talking about the Rams Patriots.
The Patriots. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, motherfucker, the Saints won the coin toss and the motherfucker threw goddamn motherfucking interception.
It is the thing, like when the Patriots won the coin toss, the Patriots won.
It's like you ain't seeing the field, bro.
Right, like it just kind of sucks because like literally the best quarterback didn't get a chance to like show that he can do it too.
Like I said, you have the defense has a job too. They get paid money to be on the field and do their job. So if they can't do their job, then you deserve that loss. The reason why the NFL has it to like that sudden death mentality is because A regular season NFL game already runs close to 3 hours. So you got overtime and commercials and all the other shit is running too much. You've already got one of the dangerous sports as far as like health risks and injuries on the field. You don't want it to go the full length of overtime. You don't want a game that goes double overtime in the NFL. You're risking too many players' health, and that damages. And not that the NFL cares about their players; they care about the product. When star players get hurt, it hurts the product. So they want that game over as soon as possible. That's why it's not gonna change.
Right. I just saw that and it sounded interesting.
You're right.
Because it just seemed like like this guy could have done that too. He probably would have got the coin toss.
Does it suck that Mahomes didn't get a chance to get the ball in overtime? Yes, but what have we been saying about the Chiefs all season?
Defense.
That defense is
terrible,
horrid. And guess what cost them? Minus the bad call, guess what cost them the game? That horrid fucking defense.
And that's like that defense. So what was that guy he was lined up at the wrong position, lined up on the line?
Oh yeah, he was lined up offsides on fourth down.
And at that time, Tom Brady threw an interception.
Yeah.
And the whole reason they pulled it back is because dude was lined up at the wrong line.
He was lined up offsides.
Like,
Same drive as the pass interference too. Or the roughing the passer. So it's like when you have such a blatant flaw on your team. The Chiefs, it was the defense. The Bears, it was the kicker. It's not ironic. It's not ironic that in the biggest moment, we talked about this. It's not ironic that in the biggest moment, your biggest flaw is what you have to rely on. On the Chiefs, you had to rely on the defense. For the Bears, you had to rely on the kicker. There were other issues in both of those games. There were other issues. Don't look at me like that. In both of those games, there were definitely other issues. But the flaw that you were terrified of the most and the biggest moment of the game is what you had to rely on the most. Fix the issue. Fix the issue.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, you don't pay a fucking kicker that much money.
God. I don't want to go there.
But, I mean, and then again, bro, I mean, it's not all on him. Yes, I know he should have made that kick in that situation. I get it.
Bro. He could have got a street named after him when he made that kick.
Why?
They would have given him a bonus.
Because we wanted to root for him. I'm not talking about Cody Parkey.
I know. I'm just saying, though.
He's
like,
not a bear anymore.
He still is a bear.
No, he's not a bear anymore.
Okay.
Wait till training camp.
Might come in with a uniform.
Well, bear or not, he's still taking y'all money.
That's factual. All right. I think we got our NFL fix for the day. Oh, no, you know what? Take that back. Because I don't want to come back to the NFL, so let's have this conversation now.
What?
Tom Brady is making his 9th trip to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady has won more playoff games than any other quarterback has started.
There was a stat, bro, that said Tom Brady is more likely to go to the fucking AFC Championship game than I forgot what basketball player it was to make a free throw. What? This motherfucker is more prone to go to the AFC Championship game than you are to make a free throw.
I don't know if you just said this already, but yeah, he's been to the Super Bowl more than any NFL team.
No, he's won more games in the playoffs than any other quarterback has played.
Okay, yeah, but I saw something where it said that he's going to.
He's been to more Super Bowls than a lot of teams have.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. There was the stat. It was Patriots trips to the Super Bowl 11. Tom Brady's trips to the Super Bowl 9. All the other teams were under
that. Like, that's nuts.
I mean, bro, it's greatness. Plain and simple.
So you look at that and you compare it to what LeBron has done in the last 8 years in the NBA. 8 straight trips to the finals. And then you look at Michael Jordan, 6 for 6 in the finals, 6 out of 8. The only 2 years that he didn't go, he didn't play the whole seasons. One, he was completely retired. The other one, he came back halfway through the season, was out of basketball shape. So you compare the 3 accomplishments of basically running a decade. Tom Brady, damn near 2 decades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the most impressive to you?
You know what's funny? I just thought about Tom Brady. It's pretty a mixture of LeBron James and Michael Jordan. He's about to probably win his 6th title. He's been to the championship 9 times.
Yeah.
Is considered a GOAT, if not the GOAT.
When you break it down like that, I mean, obviously you gotta realize that we're talking about 2 different sports.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Both team-based, obviously. I mean, I feel like Tom Brady's accomplishments are a lot more significant, being he was a fucking 6th round draft pick.
Like this wasn't in the cards for him.
Put it into the starting
You
position.
knew LeBron was going to be great before he fucking put on an NBA uniform. Mike, on the other hand, you didn't really know what was coming out of that because Mike he didn't make his junior year high school basketball team.
By the time he got drafted, people were coming around like this kid's different.
I think it was that 63-point game against the Celtics.
In the back doors, people knew.
I think it was before that, but I hear you.
But then again, I mean, it could have been, but we weren't out there. Then,
they knew that Mike was special, but they didn't know he.
I remember Bob Knight, and Bob Knight's nasty. We're not going to go there. I remember Bob Knight saying Michael Jordan's the best basketball player he's ever seen on the Olympic team before he went to the NBA.
Before he went to the NBA, yeah. I saw that.
I just feel like Tom Brady's accomplishments are a little more.
I feel like
I don't know the word I'm looking for.
I feel like Tom, he's clearly the GOAT of quarterbacks when it comes down to the NFL, but I feel like some of his careers kind of taint with not even some of it not his fault. The team they are cheaters.
Spy
game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's definitely cheaters. We're not gonna
deny that.
But
I don't want to take that away from him because, like I said, some of it's not his fault.
He's a part of it. Look,
but he did. I don't know if he's
that
the one also
motherfucker, bro, ain't innocent.
He
knows what the fuck is.
I'm gonna tell you this during
Spygate.
Spygate. If you don't think that Tom Brady benefited from Spygate,
I'm sure he did.
If you don't think Bill Belichick said this is what they're running on this play, and Tom Brady said, "Cool, got it."
It's just that he's still there's still games that he actually played and he dominated the other team. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you really dig into Tom Brady's numbers, I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong.
Wait a minute. The Deflategate was all on Tom Brady.
That's what I'm saying. That's besides that one, other stuff that it seemed to happen. I don't want to throw him under the bus for it. Bill Belichick is literally the. I mean,
for them to not get in trouble for cheating, I mean, directly say we caught you. We're stripping this shit away. Which
the NFL does not like taking away wins, which is why Roger Goodell has the power to reverse and give the Saints the win in that game, but he's not going to do it.
But
I wouldn't expect him to do that.
He's pussy.
Jordan, right now, I think Jordan is more of the most impressive, only because when you look at Brady, there's still how can you say this? Like Tom Brady, not everybody is on his bandwagon. Like basketball players or basketball, a lot of people can say like jump on Michael's bandwagon easily, it seems like, but a lot of people have problems with Tom Brady, whether it's
bro, hell no. People hate Mike way more than they hate Tom.
We are in Chicagoland. We are sheltered from the Michael Jordan hate. People on the East Coast cannot stand Michael Jordan. People on the West Coast cannot stand Michael Jordan.
Hated Mike.
You see more stuff about Michael like, oh, this is the anniversary of this. This is when Michael did this.
Tom Brady's still playing.
I'm saying, but they still talk about stuff with LeBron too. But I really never hear about, oh, this is the year that Tom Brady did this, or like.
Give it time. Give it time. When Tom Brady's still playing, they're still enjoying his greatness. Here's what I'm going to say about it. This is why so out of the three, I X out LeBron because I think football is a tougher sport to do to do what Tom Brady's been doing. And shit, Tom Brady's gone to, 9 straight AFC championship games. He's going to 9 Super Bowls and 9 straight AFC championship games. Getting to the championship game in the NFL is hard. It's a long season. You get beat up. You get bruised. Health is an issue in the NFL for every single team. You don't know if you're going to be healthy. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick have been interchanging pieces for the last 9 years and just figuring out what's working. The constant has been those two.
There's nobody that's on that team that's been with Belichick and Tom as long as they've been together.
Like the whole way, yeah.
They've been.
Everyone else is gone because Belichick looked at it and said, as long as I have time, I'll figure this shit out.
Straight up.
And he has. Now with the Jordan and Tom Brady comparison, for me, I look at it with Jordan is never took a loss in the finals. Never took a loss in the finals, so that has to be graded at a different level. But what Tom Brady's doing at 42,
yeah,
he's still a top 5 quarterback.
That's why I say I compare like Tom Brady to like Michael, Ed, and LeBron, because LeBron's still going.
His best player, Gronk, is falling apart before our very eyes.
Straight up.
He's younger than him.
He's way younger than him. He's partied too much.
Yeah. dudes had too many cakes to the head.
I mean, there was a point where we were talking. I think it was me, Justin, and Aaron, and maybe Wes. That if you think MJ's the GOAT, then you gotta go with Tom Brady in the NFL because they've won. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if you think A-Rod is the GOAT, then you almost got to go with LeBron because they haven't won that much, but their stats are just so much fucking better.
Yeah.
You know, it's a hard question to answer, but I feel like Tom Brady's accomplishments are rated a little more just because it's football. It's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Basketball, yeah, you still got to hustle through an 82-game season, and then on top of that, you got to win 16 more to win a ring.
But it's way easier in basketball to dominate as one player than it is football. Even though from the quarterback position is the easiest position to do that in football, but still.
I mean, Tom Brady, how do you – I fucking hate Tom Brady, just like I hate LeBron James. But, I'm going to let the hate out of my heart. They're fucking goats, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For what they do.
How do you, Joe? You've grown a lot. You gave LeBron his props during the playoffs this year.
And last year.
Last year. That's what I meant. You gave him his props last year during the playoffs. Knew he was going to lose to the Warriors, but you still gave him his props.
Everybody had to. Even if you was LeBron James,
it's still out there.
You got to be an irrational motherfucker. You got to be a hater, bro. That's all it is, bro.
I can introduce you to some people. Trust me.
I could be up there with the LeBron haters if I wanted to.
Right.
But how you gonna deny the greatness?
That's like me with Kobe.
You see what he's doing right now. He ain't playing with the Lakers, and they went from number 4 to number 8 real motherfucking quick.
I ain't heard a lick about him coming back either.
None.
He's coming back Sunday after this set.
He looking at the standards like, all right, fine, I'm coming back.
To summarize your statement, all three of them are special, obviously, in their own ways.
Definitely.
But I feel like they all kind of compare hand in hand with just the adversities that they've all had to face and everything that they've all had to overcome. Tom Brady had to overcome damn near being Mr. Irrelevant, and now he's gone on to be the fucking greatest person, greatest QB.
I'm not even sure what Michael had to overcome, to be honest with you.
Bad boy Pistons.
That about it. After that, it was like, I'm the greatest, bitch, what?
Free agency wasn't the same as it was for LeBron and Tom Brady when Mike was playing. You know what I'm saying? It was, let's draft him. This is who we're going to pick up. Maybe a free agent here, maybe a free agent there, and then this is our team. Yeah.
The reason why I think I'm willing to give LeBron a pass now is because there's this juggernaut called the Warriors that might be the greatest thing that's ever put together, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This year, I don't see not one team beating them. I will argue probably that they can go up there with the best of them.
Let's segue. Talk about the Warriors. Klay Thompson, of the 5 starters, he's the least.
Mama name him Klay. I'm gonna call him Klay.
Now that they got they Monstar 5 out, with Boogie being back.
Don't like that. It was bad enough that Kevin Durant went over there.
This shit is ridiculous.
By the time 2023, the bench squad gonna have some all-stars.
Real life, James Harden has 36 points at halftime.
First half of the next game.
But real life, bro, the Warriors are gonna be like the motherfucking all-star team.
They are. It's gonna be the rest of the NBA versus the Warriors. Who can win? And the Warriors are probably gonna win that because they play together.
Right. They should get passed throughout the regular season. Just wait.
They literally don't care. No. And the worst thing that could have happened for the rest of the league is that when Boogie came back, they were in first. And guess what the fuck happened? They were in first by the time Boogie came back.
Yeah, they took first. They beat the dog mess out of the Nuggets, who were number 1, without Boogie. And it was
a statement game. It was a subtle statement game.
And Nuggets, I don't know why they didn't see that coming. They thought they was like, all right, we've gotten better. We're about to stomp them. We're going to show up.
You know what? It didn't matter if they saw it coming. It was happening.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they probably couldn't do nothing about it.
Not even the reason why I wanted to talk about the Warriors. Klay Thompson has probably been has been the least talked about Warrior, even more less talked about than Boogie.
He was having a shitty.
He was having a career worst season.
Dog shit. Like
dog
he was
shit.
In 20, I think it was 20.
He was having an atrocious. Him and who's the Lopez that's on not on the Bulls? Yeah, he's the one that's not on the Bulls, right?
Brooke
Lopez.
That motherfucker, they had damn near identical stats at one point this season, bro, with like 3-pointers made and everything like that. It was like, damn, bro, you're hurting
for a center.
like that.
For a center, that's good. For a shooting guard, not good.
For Clay, that's
For
terrible.
Clay, yeah. For
top 3 best shooter of all time.
Yeah, definitely.
You trying to tell me something?
In the last 2 weeks, Clay's hurt. I'm willing to argue it.
Maybe not top 5, but up there for sure.
Listen, Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller.
Listen, it goes Ray Allen. It goes it goes Stephen Curry.
I was about to say,
Stephen
you do
Curry.
not disrespect the 30
Stephen
guy.
Curry, Ray Allen, Klay Thompson, then Reggie Miller. And the reason I put Klay up there is because
I don't put Clay in front of Reggie.
this is why. What did he do in this last game? The game before that, he scored 44 points. Shot.
And didn't dribble the ball.
Well, he did take dribbles in this one.
Okay.
But he made 11 threes.
He made 10 threes in a row.
And plus, on top of only took 4 dribbles and got 30 points by just shooting threes. Granted, he's in a great offensive system. If Reggie Miller was in a system like that, he probably would have.
Right, and he wasn't, and he was still doing shit.
But
like
I'm just
that.
saying, like, I just think that pure shooter right now, I just look at him just having that over Reggie Miller just a little bit. I feel like
He can switch his shooting. He can switch his shooting hand, and you can't tell the difference.
Exactly.
True.
You know, it's like bring him to the left. He can't shoot by his left hand.
He said my right thumb broke, so I'm gonna just shoot with my left.
But I mean, Larry was a good shooter too, though.
He was.
Larry can't be a part of this conversation because the 3-point shot wasn't that prominent.
And he was like.
So there's a lot of woulda couldas with Larry, and I do believe Larry probably was.
The 3-point hasn't been that prominent until now, though. I mean, back in the 90s, I mean, you see when you look at Steph's stats compared to these other shooters in the 90s, he's blowing them out of the fucking water.
But Steph's the one that changed it.
Right.
And, like, when you're the trailblazer of it, can't nobody say shit about it.
Klay
It's like, well, you shoot more than everybody. Yeah, that was on purpose.
And Klay was right there behind him holding that flag like, yeah, we here.
I think that I'll give Klay the 4th spot because I'm not willing to put anybody else ahead of Klay other than the 3 that we mentioned. Steph is definitely the best. Hands down. On dribble, off dribble, all that shit. But Klay is probably the best off-ball shooter there is. In rhythm off-ball shooter, he could be, and that's why he gets in this conversation. But how fucking great is it to be a Warriors fan? To know that the ugly Steph
ain't got no fucking real fans.
They don't. They'll all be Lakers fans in 5 years.
Kobe said, he
said them motherfuckers was getting bored.
They said all the Lakers fans were getting bored, so they just wanted to go root for the Warriors. Like
he said, when we go to the Oracle, it was purple and gold everywhere.
So now when you go, like if the Lakers ever become who they are, you're not really gonna see too many Golden State fans.
If once the Warriors disband. Because as long as the Warriors are what they are, it doesn't matter what the Lakers do. But once the Warriors disband, then you'll see all those Lakers fans return. But just how unbelievable is it to hit 10 straight threes in an NBA game? Like, you made your first 10 shots. Your first 10 shots of threes, you made all 10 of them.
Bang,
That's
bang,
ridiculous.
Bang. Yeah.
You can't do nothing about that. He scored 44 points in 27 minutes.
That's pretty impressive. Like, that's like,
yeah.
It's so scary because if you double team Steph, KD, Klay, even Boogie are open.
You can't double team anybody.
You can't double team nobody. The best you can do is stay as close as you can, running around chasing these guys and just staying with them. But that's
what teams are doing is they're leaving Draymond at the top of the key wide open and daring him to shoot it. And if he starts hitting that, it's over. It's absolutely over.
As soon as the playoffs start, there's no reason to watch it. Granted,
I hate the
not
Warriors.
a Warriors series. Hell no.
Nah,
I watch the rest of them.
I don't want to say I hate them because I was a Steph Curry fan when he came around.
You hate KD.
I hate KD for going there.
Yeah. I don't blame Boogie for going there because of his old situation. I don't blame the rest of those guys because they were drafted there.
I still hate the Warriors.
I get it.
I don't. At this moment, at this time, I don't really care. But as soon as all this stuff breaks up, I hope these Golden State fans know they're not going to have this, you know.
And I think that's why I hate it, because there's no true Golden State fans.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally
couldn't tell you anybody was a Golden State fan before.
As soon as Steph Curry, you know, retires or whatever.
Oh, he ain't leaving for a while.
Yeah, he's there all his rest of his life, as far as I'm concerned.
He's the lifer.
But as soon as he's gone, Clay's gone, all those guys gone, I guarantee you they're gonna go right back to who they were, when before they got to where they're at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's the only thing with Golden State, because it's like you said, they're probably just a bunch of Lakers fans just rooting for them because the titles coming to California. That's all that matters.
It's close enough for them to go to a
what I'm
parade.
saying?
That's a day trip.
It's like let Sacramento get that.
As long as you're not concerned, I ain't gonna do that.
Ding, ding, ding.
Now, if you look concerned and don't know what's going on.
Hey.
It's like, all right, Smack Talk getting robbed. Hold on a second. We got guns and shit.
Don't start walking in here like y'all can do that.
Yeah, we got guns and shit. So enough about that.
Yeah.
The Major League Baseball, the Baseball Hall of Fame, they announced the list. I don't have the entire list, nor am I going to look for the entire list.
I thought they said it was only 4 of them. Or do they always have like these southern small
with Hall of Fames? It literally could be. It can range how many people get in. It's based off of voting percentage, especially with baseball. And baseball traditionally has a smaller number because their voters can't seem to agree on shit.
Yeah, they always had. I'm a little confused. What
are you confused about, Dion?
What you call it? The Yankee. Like I said,
Mariano Rivera.
Yeah, all right. Let me tell y'all this right now. I'm not that crazy about baseball. I'm a Cubs fan. That's all I need to know.
We know, Dion.
What you call it? You say who?
Mariano Rivera.
The pitcher. They said that he was unanimous.
The first.
I thought.
No.
Nope.
No.
So not.
Nope.
What was he?
Not unanimous.
But what was I remember when he got voted in, they was saying something.
Ken Griffey,
yeah.
He was the closest to being unanimous. I think it was one vote off. It was one vote
maybe
off.
That's what I thought. I was a little confused. I'm like, I thought that already happened. But
Ken Griffey wasn't unanimous. Jeter's not up yet, is he? No, Jeter's not up yet. Jeter could be unanimous, especially now that Mariano's been.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jeter gets unanimous.
Yeah, Kyle Ripken Jr. wasn't unanimous. Hank Aaron wasn't unanimous.
Nobody was unanimous.
Nobody. You think of your favorite baseball player ever, and somebody didn't vote for him for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Barry Bonds still ain't there.
Barry Bonds still ain't in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, we know why.
Look, man, he was part of the crew that saved baseball.
Oh,
right?
Milk the head. They got Milk the head.
But with all that being said, Mariano Rivera absolutely deserved to be unanimously voted in. He is unquestionably the greatest closer in baseball history. Only had one pitch, but he was effective with that shit.
I read a stat earlier. It said that there's been more guys on the moon than he's let score in the playoffs. He's only let 11 people score in the playoffs in his career.
How many people have been on the moon?
12.
Shit.
I mean,
like,
impressive.
And he played for a long ass time. So when you got that much longevity and you played for a team that was in the playoffs, a fucking lot. So when you have that many attempts at it and your number's still low, that just screams greatness.
How many World Series does he have?
4.
Five.
5? Okay.
5.
That's a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's a lot.
5.
For every finger
Like,
on the left hand, on the right hand.
That's another reason why I hate Yankees fans.
That's why you hate AK too.
I mean, I hate him for a lot more reasons than him being a motherfucking Yankees fan.
Right.
But, like, the other day, bro, the Cubs are done, bro. Their dynasty's done. And it's like, what do you tell the Yankees fan? You know what I'm saying? I tell him, shut up, bro. I don't want to fucking talk to you about it. So I don't fucking care.
He not going nowhere. He ain't going away.
Look, I'm just saying, bro, we're good. We're the best. We're going to win another ring. I'm like, bro, no, y'all. I said...
No, I'm saying it. Beat the Red Sox.
And then that's what I said. I said, y'all got fucking smoked by the Red Sox.
Wait. By the team that he wasn't worried about all season.
He said, at least we made it there. We still got farther than you. I said, y'all motherfuckers fishing just like we are. Y'all didn't win a ring. We didn't win a ring. He's like, yeah, but. I said, no, but. But Mariano Rivera, I mean, that's Studley. You know what I mean? I mean, he was always the man. You can't fucking deny anything that he's done. I mean, he's the greatest closer in baseball.
Hands down.
And if you even remotely try to argue that, I'm not talking to you.
I agree with that.
Like I wouldn't even rebuttal your argument because it would just be the nonsense of all nonsense.
There's not an option where you could say maybe.
Right.
There just isn't.
You can't. You hit his stats, bro. 19 years. You know what I'm saying?
19 years.
19 years.
And he probably made the playoffs 17 of them.
Probably fucking Lee.
Let's give a shout out to Roy Halladay. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Roy Halladay. Classy move by baseball. Putting him into the Hall of Fame. He was going to be in the Hall of Fame regardless.
It's just nice to know that they probably did this, for their family.
For those that don't know, Roy Halladay died in a plane crash last year, maybe 17 even. 2017. He
wasn't
died
that long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. He was really young. He hadn't retired that long ago.
2013.
2013. That he died?
That was when it was? I feel like that was just like recent.
I think.
Yo, time flies.
If
that's right, time flies.
Yeah, if that's correct, like I swear it was like maybe 2015 or something.
But, oh no, hold on, no. Wait. No, he retired in 2013. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna say, damn.
Like you said, he wasn't retired that long.
Yeah. He wasn't retired that long. This actually would be the first year that he's
2017. You're
2017.
right.
Yeah. Okay, 17. So this is the first year that he's eligible. Then, if he retired in 13. Classy move by baseball, making sure that he got in. He completely deserved to get in regardless. But making sure that he was a first ballot Hall of Famer. And,
two-time Cy Young.
Two-time Cy Young, World Series
with the Phillies, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
He didn't win it.
I thought
he went to it.
He did. Then he wasn't with them when they won that. What was it? 2000 and like.
He might have came the next year. He might have been the over the edge piece that they didn't.
I remember they had like overloaded.
He never won a World Series.
No,
that sucks.
Wow.
Yeah,
I thought he was part of that cast that came over. Like then they like get like a whole bunch of pictures. Like
he might have been the next year because they did, but he might have been the next year. The overkill. Damn. Like now we trying to run this shit now.
I swear,
he never made it to the World Series.
Never even made it either. Jeez.
He's only been in the preseason or postseason 3 years.
He played for Toronto all those years.
Was it Toronto?
He got it in with Philly, got to the NLDS, won that, then lost to NLCS, and then the next year went back to the DS and lost.
All right. Well, either way, rest in peace to Roy Halladay. Well deserved, and congratulations to all the other Hall of Famers that got in that were announced yesterday. I don't have the list.
Barry Bonds is getting closer.
He running out of years.
Getting closer.
He only eligible for I want to say 3 or 4 more years, and if he don't get in, it's not looking good for the rest of them. Because if Barry ain't getting in, McGuire ain't getting in, Sosa ain't getting in.
Sosa's not, boy.
Rodriguez ain't get. Well, Rodriguez might get in because he had enough time. Yeah, he had enough time afterwards. But a lot of people don't like A-Rod.
Yeah, no.
Now his time as an analyst might help him to get a different light on him.
So.
Believe it or not, man, is with Hall of Fames, it's all about your relationship with the press.
It is.
If they don't like you, they're not voting for you.
Okay, if that's the case, who's the guy that got kicked out of the Hall of Fame? If I'm not mistaken, he's Cincinnati Red.
Pete Rose?
Yeah.
He didn't get kicked out. He got kicked out of baseball.
So he's still not in there.
No, he's never gonna. He's not in.
But wasn't he with the media working?
No, he was coaching.
No, he works with the
media. Well, he works with the media now.
Yeah.
But he was coaching when he got kicked out. Yeah, he's banned, and they won't lift the
That's
ban.
why I was like, yo, he seemed like
he's not allowed in a baseball stadium.
He's not?
No.
I swear, I thought the Cincinnati Reds gave him when the
All-Star game was in Cincinnati, they temporarily waived the ban, but as soon as All-Star weekend was over, the ban went right back.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yo.
Everybody thought that was him beginning to get back into baseball, and because Cincinnati showed him so much love, and it was this is the beginning of him getting allowed back into baseball, and, getting a job again in baseball, and getting the ban removed. The commissioner said, "Nah."
That's cold. That's keeping the same. Now, if anybody keeping the same energy, that's
a different commissioner.
Hey, every new commissioner's like, hey, above all else, keep this dude out here.
Here's a list of things that you must absolutely do. And not let Pete Rose back into baseball.
Simple as that. That's cold.
Yeah.
And he has he had 2 World Series.
Bro, he's part of one of the greatest baseball teams ever.
I mean, it sucks, bro, but I think we've talked about it on here before. It's let it go.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, just let it go. Why?
Like
he was betting on his teams.
Right, and they were winning.
I mean, it's fucked up. It
is.
It's not
really
right.
Is.
It's not right
But
at all.
the stats that he has, the numbers that he has, are never going to be touched again.
He's arguably
the game.
he's arguably the greatest hitter in baseball history.
That's like Reggie Bush, yo. Give him the Heisman back. Put his name back in the thing.
No. See, I still believe Vince should have won that in the first place.
Why? Okay, before we wrap things up, why? I just want to know why. And I don't know too much about college football, but all I thought was that he took some bribes.
Let me tell you something. That's part of the reason. That whole Heisman year is part of the reason why I don't watch college football.
But all right, but he took. There's something else I'm missing that he did.
His family took a shitload of money for him to go to USC.
Okay, but he still played the game. I don't like if you're the one that's sweating, you least playing. Like it's not like he cheated. Like he stuck the ball glued on his hand.
He didn't deflate game.
You know,
That's the issue with the NCAA. Mm-hmm. It's these fucking players. They can't do anything except play football or basketball. They can't take any bribes. Their coach can't buy him a fucking Big Mac meal. They can't do anything.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
so he did cheat. He knew he can't take the money, and you still take it anyway.
I get you break the rules that you knew better.
You break the rules, you're supposed to be punished.
And that's why I get it. But that's like the Louisville kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro.
That's a whole different thing, though.
I mean, that's a whole different can of worms. But
it is.
I mean, the concept is. No, that's not the same.
No. Yeah, I wasn't gonna let you do that one.
That's not the same.
Got some hookers in here if you want to go. But there's stuff like
honestly, if you're smart after that night, it's like, man, I had a great time in Louisville. Can't go there though.
But again, yo,
they gonna get caught.
It just doesn't make sense. I get it, you know the rules, you shouldn't break it, but when you're the one that's playing out there, that's just my opinion, you know. It just
NCAA is fucked up.
It's a messed up.
And NCAA is not going to exist how they do in 10 years. It's something's going to happen.
Something's got to change.
Something in the next 10 years is going to cause that whole thing to flip upside down. But as far as Pete Rose, there's a lot of people that believe Pete Rose should be allowed back in baseball. Mm-hmm. He's been away from the game for a long time. The fact that he was made an analyst by Fox was a big fucking deal. He loves that job.
He's still alive. I would be pissed if he passes away, God forbid, anytime soon.
That's unfortunately what's going to end up happening.
And that's messed up. And they decide, all right, he deserves it. Get the out. If I'm his family, keep that same energy. You know, don't put him in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't you didn't praise him when he was here. Yeah. Don't praise him now.
Be like T.O.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, if I'm Pete Rose and I get inducted to the Hall of Fame, I'm not going over there.
No. At this point, Pete Rose is gonna go to that ceremony.
make sure everything goes.
He gonna
smooth.
say thank you, sir.
Thanks, hey, thank you, boss. Thank you, thank you very much.
But yeah, no. That's all I gotta say about Pete Rose. Great fucking hitter, man. God damn it. Anything else that anybody wants to touch on?
Are we still doing players of the?
You watch any sports?
Huh?
I ain't watch shit this week.
What are you
Besides Klay Thompson hitting 10.
What are you gonna pick from, basketball or basketball?
What'd you say? Well,
I said, what are you gonna pick from, basketball or basketball?
And I advise you to not piss off Joe.
I thought we had something else to talk about.
We talked about it. We covered them all.
I picked the referee.
Then we had to talk about some. Then we had.
I told you not to piss off Joe.
Then we had to talk about some bet you made.
Oh, fuck.
There you go.
I didn't write that one down. You're absolutely right. What a bet I made. Am I the only one that made this bet? Am I alone in this bet, Joe?
I don't know. What was the bet, Zachary?
Remember the bet? I remember the bet.
I remember the bet. So,
guess who motherfucking wants sushi right now?
So guess what? We're going to talk about college basketball for the first time on this goddamn podcast. You're welcome, Tom. And guess what? Michigan lost last week.
Hey, shout out to Michigan, though, man.
Look, I just like the top shit.
That motherfucker, Coach Yak, bro, is out there killing their defense.
He's going to get a head coaching job soon.
Man, that's crazy to think of, bro.
Real soon.
I know.
He's just a coach at Joliet West, bro.
Now he's coaching
one of the best defenses in college.
Damn near the best defense.
So me and Joe made a bet before the season started because I'm seeing all these highlights of Zion Williamson, and I'm looking at their freshman class. I'm saying, man, they got the ACC on the wrap.
Joe breathing right now, right?
And Joe, being a North Carolina Tar Heels fan that he is, says no fucking way. All Duke gonna do is choke. They ain't gonna win the ACC. And I said, then who gonna win the ACC? He said, them Tar Heels. I said, bet.
What's the Tar Heels ranking right now?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, but the motherfucking ESPN app is fucking stupid.
They got the ACC network now. They should make it real easy for you. So
I'm saying, like, why does it not just show the rankings?
So, me and Joe made a bet on who's going to win the ACC. Regular season ACC, not the ACT tournament, between Duke and North Carolina. Let me preface this by saying I'm not a Dookie. I do not care about
ranked number 11 too.
I do not care about Duke basketball.
Are you on the ESPN app?
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? Where the fuck is it?
Go ahead, though.
I am not a Dookie. I do not care about Duke basketball past this season. I am really just trying to watch Zion Williamson and RJ Barrett play basketball because it's entertaining to me. But besides that, I've been watching a lot of Duke basketball purely because I want to win this bet against Joe because the loser got to pay for sushi. That's crazy. That's crazy that you like that with me.
Bro.
Bruh. Duke's only got one ACC loss right now. And it's against Syracuse, and I watched that game.
Cute.
Cute?
It don't matter.
All right.
It don't matter.
Because we face y'all twice still, okay?
Twice?
Yeah, we face y'all the last game of the season.
And
then we play y'all in February.
All the marbles, huh?
Yeah, bro.
It's going to be like that.
I mean, fuck
So-
the
I
way.
will say this, man.
I've already picked out the sushi spot and everything.
So did I.
Joe paying for some sushi.
Hell no. Yeah, if I win, we going to Sushi Eye. If you win, we going somewhere expensive. I mean, if the other way around.
If
I gotta pay, we going somewhere cheap. If you gotta pay, we going somewhere
If you
expensive.
think you're going to get away with some sushi, whoa, boy.
Oh my gosh. I wish I was.
Get
Yeah.
your piggyback ready, baby.
Go Syracuse.
Nah, man. I mean, I'm not worried about it.
I don't know. You got to admit, though, those boys look good.
Duke?
The two freshmen in general. I don't really care about the team.
I'll say that they are playing good, yes. But you already know how I feel about Duke, bro. Y'all
shade.
motherfuckers really got the best recruiting class year in and year out.
I don't like how he's targeting me as a Duke team.
Yeah,
Duke. Nah,
Oh, no, you're a Dookie until this bet's over with.
I'll wear that.
Yeah.
I'll wear that. Till the bet's over, I'll wear that.
Yeah,
As soon as the tournament starts, I ain't got shit to do with the motherfuckers.
that's fine. So it's just straight up who wins the ACC. No tournament, no
tournament.
ACC tournament, no ACC, none. Just who's the first place at the end of the season.
Yep. That was the deal for the sushi.
Now, what if we both aren't in it, then it's a
If
wash.
neither team wins, then it's a wash, and we'll just go get sushi at Sushi. Yeah, because
On Dion.
What?
I'm with it.
Not in this, no.
I mean, I just figured, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta
wanted
include you,
to
bro.
just-
You've been here for a while, yo. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
You live
Why
upstairs
can't I
too.
pick a team, like, you know?
You want to
Yeah.
pick a team?
Go
Pick
ahead.
a team.
Pick a team. Any team.
He gonna pick whoever is right behind Duke right now. I know who he gonna pick. He
What
gonna
are
pick Virginia.
what are the ACC standings? Can
All
you
right,
see?
Tennessee is number 1.
That won't last.
Yeah. Duke's
Oh,
number-
hold on. Let me find it. I'll find the ACC right.
Oh, you said what?
Virginia's number 1. Duke's number 2. UNC's number 3. We each have one conference loss.
I don't understand how Virginia could be number 1 when they lost to Duke.
Yeah, that was the first game or the tournament.
That was this
right?
week.
They're in first place because they have more overall wins.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's why. Yeah. Yeah,
Like
Virginia
off-
definitely lost to Duke.
Winning
this week.
percentage
Oh, you
is the
said lost.
same.
I thought you said won.
Winning percentage is the same, but
Gotcha.
as far as conference goes, a lot of ranked teams. But yeah,
Oh, the ACC killing it.
it should be
as a whole.
interesting. I mean, the ACC is always interesting, and
In
for
basketball, yeah.
anybody like Wesley's dumbass to say that our conference is weak, he's fucking stupid.
Just to let you know, Wesley is one of our friends.
Is it still Jayhawk or no?
Yeah, he's still
Jayhawk from
Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Rock Chalk chicken shit, motherfucker.
I'm trying to get bullshit talking Joe out more and more, and it's getting. It's working.
Nice.
It's working.
Justin goofy ass a fucking Jayhawk fan too.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Somebody.
His
gotta
bitch
explain
ass
to
an
me.
Alabama fan though too. So every time they lose,
he
I just
really?
love. Of course he is.
He's not.
Yo, I'm gonna have to start calling him back.
Like
Bro,
Alabama basketball and
no,
football?
there was just one day.
There's no such thing as an Alabama basketball
Bro,
fan.
There's not.
One day he's just like, yeah, bro, I fuck with Alabama. I'm like,
When?
motherfucker, since when?
When?
Oh, always, bro.
Since they started winning, you know.
I said, I'll give you Kansas. I know you've been fucking with Kansas. I know you've been fucking with the Bulls and the Cubs, and the Packers. But when the fuck did you? Oh, when they started winning. Oh, my bad.
When Nick Saban got there.
Fuck yeah. That's why they
Roll
got,
Tide.
they got rolled over. They definitely got rolled tide. Got rolled tide,
Wait.
over.
There's one more thing I want to talk about, then we can get out of here.
What?
The Drake curse is real.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man.
When you showed me that fucking picture, bro, I said, this motherfucker, he got all 4 of the fucking teams on
And
there.
what happened?
What happened? Overtime. I was like, fuck, we don't know who to
I
pick.
was like, yo, if this shit ends in overtime with both teams tie, I'm like, what's the decision? Because nobody has yet tied in a playoffs.
Well, in the playoffs, it
keeps
starts
going.
another
It just
overtime.
keeps going? Okay,
Yeah.
I just never
Keeps
saw
going.
the rules.
Keep going and going.
That's
Like
funny,
when the
though.
Blackhawks were in the playoffs, I remember they had a triple overtime.
Bro, the Blackhawks stay having triple overtime games in the playoffs.
Bro, that was a good time, bro.
That
We
was
were
It
watching
was.
a great
hockey.
time.
And now they're hot shit.
Hot garbage, and I don't
Hot
even
shit.
give a fuck about hockey.
It's
I
sad,
give two
too.
shits, bro. But when
It's a good time.
hey, you always gonna get honesty.
Bro.
But when the Blackhawks were
Hey.
good, it was fun to watch
Hey, if
hockey.
it's a good time to go see them right now, watch those. Just look at the back.
Everybody's
Tickets
on
cheap
the
as fuck.
Blackhawks
Hell
game.
yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
this is a good time to say.
I might get on that bandwagon, get my Blackhawk sweater on.
I
Look,
just-
I want to be able to say I went to all major
I want to
sports
say I went to
teams
see
in the
Patrick
city.
Kane.
I seen the
Never seen
Blackhawks once.
Yeah, you saw the hat trick with who?
It was
You be going to fucking good ass games, and I can't
He be
stand you for that
getting
shit.
on TV at the Cubs games.
No, I'm a little petty. I'm a little petty for that. Yeah, I'm hurt.
Hey,
I don't give a
Joe
fuck.
gets the look. He went to a game with me to go see the Mavs. He got a free hat. He got a free Bulls hat.
well, everybody got free hats.
But I'm saying,
Motherfucker,
like,
they were
you-
passing them out.
But I mean, it was the first few people that came in. Not
You
everybody.
didn't get one?
I did, but I got there early. You
Yeah.
got there a decent time too.
Yeah,
that's
so
what I'm saying.
you got the same free hat
But
I
what
got.
I'm saying for you,
motherfucker.
every time you go to a game, something good happens.
You went to 2 games with Jake Arrieta to hit home runs.
Yeah, and I only seen one of them because the other one I was on a beer run.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, bro.
I just knew you were at the
That
game.
was the game
said-
that me and Wesley we sat in the bleachers for the Cubs Sox.
Oh, that was the game.
Chloe met up with us, and she was all hungover from the day before, so she went and paid $100 just to go sit with medical all day because she didn't sit with us. Me and Wesley got fucking wasted.
Is that the thing?
That was a night
That was the
game,
game.
right?
That was the game that was on TV.
No, it wasn't.
Was
That
that-
was
that was
the,
the hot
that was
day.
the game. That was the hot day when
Yeah.
Chloe brought us $98 worth of water in her purse, and me and Wesley drank it all. And it was only like
I
6
remember you
bottles.
telling me that.
I remember sitting on my couch.
But yeah, I
watching.
was on a beer run, bro, and fucking I hear somebody hit a home run, and I come back. Well, like, bro, Jake hit a home run. I'm like, of course he fucking did.
I remember sitting on my couch watching Monday Night Baseball.
Sunday
And
night baseball.
Sunday Night Baseball. And looking at my screen,
against
it's
the
like,
Pirates.
it's like, damn, that look like Joe.
It is.
Wait a minute, that is Joe.
Yo, that was his Facebook tag,
Hey.
Facebook picture for a minute.
That was a good game too, bro.
It was.
Me and Wesley had seen the ESPN cameras. And we're like, hey man, come back, bro, come back. Sure enough, we get lit.
Right on
But
the
yeah, bro,
beach,
that
bro.
was the game. Me and Wesley are talking to the dudes next to us. We were like, bro, the last time we seen Jake Arrieta hit a home run against the White Sox, mid fucking sentence, just fucking sends one out the stadium. Me and Wesley
Did
are
it
like,
look like that?
Yeah, kind of like that.
we're just shocked, bro.
Oh snap, yo.
What other
Awesome.
games did Joe go to? Joe went to a Packers Bears Christmas Day game.
Okay, first of
Deion
all,
went to that.
I was there too.
And that was not fun.
It was not fun up until the
Hey.
end of the game.
I remember y'all inviting me to that game. I still
Bro,
laugh at that
Bro,
shit.
that was a shit show.
It was
got
legit.
stuck. Me and Justin had emptied out all our pockets. We wake up the next morning. We look at Deion like, bro, you paying for breakfast because we ain't got no cash.
What you call it? But no, Bulls on those Green Bay people. Leaving Santa outside, Joe dressed up as Santa. Have a sign say, "Hey, car broke down."
Dressed
Everyone
up as
passing
Santa.
Had a
us,
sign,
passing.
too?
It
No,
is
we didn't have a sign, but I was trying
But
to
it's
get
a
people to come
Chris-
over and
it's
help.
Christmas Eve, granted.
Christmas
No, it's
Day.
Christmas
Christmas
Day.
Day.
That's
Sorry,
why I didn't
Christmas
go.
Day, and nobody, zero. One person stopped, tried to jump us. It jumped. He left. Shit shut down. Like just not even.
They ain't got no love.
Fuck Green Bay, Wisconsin.
For real.
They ain't got no love for Santa out there.
Nothing.
Never want to go back over there.
They don't fuck with Illinois people, bro.
And them plates had you fucked up.
Justin, yup. I blame Justin.
Damn.
Hey, well,
You know he had his Packers gear on. He couldn't have. You should have had Justin out there with his Packers gear.
I was trying to stay away from him because I had a beer shirt on. So
Dion was trying to stay warm, motherfucker. Dion was about to freeze, bro.
He a tropical boy. He
Bro,
can't be out there.
we all thought we were going to die.
Hey, me and Justin, bro, we straight up told the cop, like, yeah, but shorty, we're just going to sleep in the truck. He goes, oh, no, you're not. Y'all going to freeze. He said, y'all going to freeze. He said, so we got to pay $150 to get back to our hotel? Yup.
Like,
Next day, $100 to tow the shit. Bro, that was the worst, bro. On top of the tickets being $250.
and then his dad came trying to fix it right before we left. It was like, he said, y'all just going to have to drive this down. We had no brakes.
Bro. There was a point on the way home where Justin damn near ran this. He ran this red light. Fuck damn near. He ran it. I'm halfway in the back seat like, oh shit, I'm about to die.
Yo, he said, guys, I can't stop. And I was like, I just hold on to my seat. Joe in the back with his eyes wide open like, I'm about to die. Yo, if I was a person watching this car go by, I can imagine all you see is zoom.
The fuck?
Yo, I was hell of a time, man.
Any other great games you go to, Joe? Because I'm actually enjoying this.
That Cubs Royals game where they went into extras.
Oh man!
And I busted my shit on the bleachers. That was fun.
Who was it that dropped their pizza right outside the Cubs?
That was AK. I remember that.
That was a good one, bro.
That was funny as hell.
That was a good game. We are fucked up. That's what we need. We need one of those this summer. Going to the Cubs.
You still can't go to a game together. So.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't kick our ass last time.
What you call it? Who was it?
What happened last time?
St. Louis, remember?
That hurt.
Well, who was the?
That's true. I remember
now. Who was it that got in trouble with the cops for trying to piss on the?
That was Justin and the other Justin. That was the Kansas City game. That was the same game I busted my shit. Yeah. But one dude, Luke's nephew's trying to make fun of me. You busted your shit. You got a ticket, you stupid bitch. I don't give a fuck. I fought 10 times over again. You got a ticket, you dumb bitch.
Trying to take a piss, yo.
My pride hurt. Your wallet hurt.
I said, I don't even give a fuck. I got up laughing. I fought 10 times over. I don't give a fuck. You got a ticket.
Oh, man, it hurts. Oh, that was the funniest story right there.
All right, yeah, no. We do got to try to get to a game.
Yeah, y'all just got to, take a random Tuesday or Wednesday off work and we'll go and just get fucking wasted. Sound like a plan?
I mean, it's easier for you to take off than both of us take off.
No, it's not.
That's crazy.
It is.
No.
Wow.
You just plan it when Dan goes to fucking one of his fucking
make Chris handle
excursions. Motherfucker go from fucking Tampa to Colorado to Canada to Maine.
Yo,
he's got me doing that shit now. I might be driving back from Vegas next month.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Driving back?
Yeah.
How you gonna get there?
I'm gonna fly there and I'm gonna drive back.
Drive what back?
We got a new truck.
For who?
It's gonna be me. Shit, me.
So you're just going down and pick up the truck? Or?
No, I'm going to Vegas to go to Vegas, and conveniently, he was like, "Oh yeah, well, we need this."
He's always got something everywhere, yo, just sitting there waiting for it to get picked up.
Like, oh, you're going to St. Paul, Minnesota? I got
something
like,
over
what
there.
What the fuck, bro?
Like, yo, you is a drug lord, man. You got packages everywhere. Oh my gosh.
Here go D with the wild ass accusations again.
I'm saying, man.
Them damn fucking dreads are too tight up there.
Oh, they're coming in. All right, fuck it. We got to wrap up this podcast. This has been fun.
Yep.
New nights, Wednesdays, releasing on Thursdays. Tell us what you think, feedback, all that shit. This has been another episode of Smack Talk. Leave it on the court. Thank you, guys.
The real D-Mouth.